1, go!
After watching LGR review Moto Racer, I just had to get it for myself to try. But of course, I wasn't going to pay the asking price on GOG nor Steam. And since this is an older game, I figured GOG would be the better option. So once the sale occurred, I snatched it up in the Moto Racer Collection bundle with all 3 major titles.
What a deal!
Now, it's time to finally give this game a go for myself and see if it's any good. And let me tell you right now, Moto Racer is a game where... So what is Moto Racer? It's a racing game where you race motorbikes and dirt bikes on various tracks with fast-paced, fluid, albeit touchy controls and racing. Plus a great soundtrack to keep you engaged with all the action. All within 3 different modes and several different bikes to choose from and play with.
Sounds amazing.
Moto Racer surprised me and left me wanting more, which is both a good and a bad thing. Allow me to explain, starting off with the controls. Much like Daytona USA, this game has pretty smooth and basic controls. In fact, this game controls quite well. Almost buttery smooth. You can reassign buttons in the options menu, but the defaults is the left analog stick is your steer for left and right, A is for accelerate, B is brake, and that's it. You have to map the other buttons basically, those being your stunt and boost button, and of course your view changer, which I wouldn't recommend you use the first person view with dirt bikes. Dear God, do I feel sick. Outside of this, that's basically it. You don't need a whole lot more, but when it comes to menu navigation, it's still mostly mouse based. So get used to swapping controls around as you select things. Not a huge deal, but something that can be a bit annoying at times. Yes, it's an old PC game, and we're even lucky there's support for a controller.
Indeed.
Though the analog stick feels a bit sensitive, almost as badly as a Twitter user, as you can easily fly off the track if you push it just too much to one of the 2 directions, which can easily cause you to crash or just bump into the wall and have to get accelerating to catch up to everyone else.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Lost the race. Race completed. Son of a bitch, damn it! Try again.
So once you pick one of the 3 modes to play, you can pick a bike to race. These are literally just reskins of the same model. So you're picking which cosmetic you prefer, but also which one's stats you prefer, as each bike varies in their acceleration, max speed, grip, and brakes. So choose wisely depending on your skill and which track you're playing on. Plus, you can also choose automatic or manual transmission. I'd suggest auto by default for newcomers till you can get a grip on this game's mechanics. So, how about we get some practice mode in before the big race? In practice mode, you can play all 4 tracks and choose to have a timer or not with checkpoints throughout the track. Also in practice mode, you can select the number of laps with the max being 8. Sadly, there's no CPUs in this mode. Those are in single race and championship instead. So, once you've gotten a grip on this game's controls and mechanics, you'll want to play other modes, where you have more going on. Well, in single race, you can choose your bike, track, and that's it. There's 4 tracks in Moto Racer, 2 for motocross bikes, and 2 for dirt bikes. I'll just say this now, I hate the dirt bikes and prefer the more tight and fluid motocross bikes instead. It's a jarring difference that I never get used to. In this mode, you want to get at least 3rd place in a race. Yeah, obviously you'll want to go for the gold that is 1st place.
Oh, no shit.
If you do, you get a nice victory screen.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Then the game's credits will roll every time you land 1st in any race in single race. Thankfully you could skip this if you want. So let's move on to the tracks themselves, because there's not much else to talk about. This game is very basic and a bit lacking.
Ah boy, here we go.
The 4 tracks are Speed Bay, Snow Ride, Westway, and Dirt Arena. Yeah, very generic forgettable names, I know. But 2 of the 4 tracks are actually good, those being the motocross ones of Speed Bay and Westway.
Surprise.
Speed Bay is the first track in the game, and the best one overall. Very colorful, vibrant, simple, and fun to play in. Much like Daytona USA, I just enjoy the more official looking track the most. In that game, it was the Speedway track, just a simple loop of sharp turn before the finish line to throw you off. Here, this one is just as simple, with some sharp turns and tight spaces to throw you off, but overall, is just a pleasant experience. Snow Ride is a fugly, long track of 2 laps where you need to navigate a rocky, bumpy, hilly, snow and diarrhea covered mountain track. There's nothing enjoyable about this one. The dirt bike sound is irritating, and those sharp turns and bumps throw me off too often. I just hated this one. Westway is track 3 and easily the 2nd best. While I'm not a fan of deserts and consider it a sign of laziness on a developer's end when they use it for video games, I mean, it's just dirt and rock. It requires no hard work or dedication. It's generic, bland, lifeless, boring, and stupid. Part of my problem with Fallout New Vegas is its setting. Much like Monster Hunter Wild, being just a generic desert map. Lame.
Lame, yes.
I like how Westway has these old, timely Western buildings, oil pumps, Hispanic architecture, long winding turns, and a gas station. The detail, variety, does help a bit, and it feels good to race on. But you know what doesn't feel good to race on? Track 4, Dirt Arena.
Here it comes.
Dirt Arena is another long, winding dirt track, this time all diarrhea and no man dust, as you bounce off of hills and fall down steep ones with sharp turns right below, not being viewable till it's too late. It's just a fugly and boring, frustrating track, and is easily the worst one in the entire game. This one is also the one I warned you about using first person view on earlier. Oh god, never use first person view on this track.
Okay.
The last mode is championship, where you need to win every race and that's it. There's nothing else to it. Just race for the sake of racing. Yeah, I don't see the appeal of this mode, so let's just move on to the other section and be done with this review. I got too many projects in the works, and not enough time left in a year to make them.
Too bad. You'll have to try again. Congratulations, you have the best time.
An annoying thing I'm not sure how to fix is when you're done racing, then go back to select a bike as you keep playing. All bikes will be invisible during selection, which doesn't seem to be too annoying until you remember the only way to tell what bike is what is by looking at its stats below and trying to remember which bike has the best handling but worse speed, or the best speed and the worst handling. It's just not a good thing, and it did get annoying as I kept playing. Maybe it can be fixed, but by default it's irritating and shouldn't ever be a thing.
Amen.
There's a decent amount of options. We can change difficulty, amount of racers from 24 to 8, the controller type of keyboard or gamepad, 16:9 mode, which I don't get. Is that the aspect ratio? I'm not seeing it. Also, you cannot change resolutions for some reason, so enjoy that crisp 640 by 480. Oh boy, the music. It's time to talk about the music.
Now change und channel!
Well, that's like the one thing we can't do.
You like Daytona USA's music or any game that has fast beat tunes, especially racing games? Well, Moto Racer has that covered. I'm glad I found the soundtrack, as it's full of many amazing tracks. Not Daytona USA iconic and memorable, but good stuff anyways that I'll be using in future reviews.
You have wasted my time!
At the end of the day, Moto Racer is an average game well worth playing. It's basic and a bit lacking, but for the few pennies I had to pay for it on GOG alongside its sequels, I'd say I got my money's worth so far, and will one day gladly look at Moto Racer 2 and 3.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Go ahead and give this game a go if you're interested. Just be sure to get on sale, as its normal asking price is a bit too much. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.